Well, our next guest always seems to surprise us every time we have her on the show. That's because she's trying to see what we can't see, hear what we can't hear. So now, for the State Fair edition of Rapid Readings, we welcome the happy medium, Jodi Livon.
Hi, Jodi. Nice to see you. Okay, so this is what we do in Rapid Readings. We pluck people from our audience. We ask them to come up and get a live Rapid Reading. And this is Lori from South St. Paul. Hi, Lori. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Lori. So stand right here.
All right. So
me just a bit.
Okay. Lori's going to take it. Jodi's going to take it away. What's happening?
You're a very deliberate person. So when you think of something to do it, you take different steps to get to exactly where you want to go. In your life, you've struggled because if something comes in like the wind to blow it, it's really upset you. You're better now, but there's been a recent upset. Is that true for you?
Yes.
Like recently something's gone on where it's coming back in.
Yes.
Also, you're very sensitive. You pick things up about people and it comes through your belly.
Yes.
Have you aware of that? Okay.
Absolutely.
So there's a couple different people from the other side that want to talk to you. In other words, that have crossed over. But they're fighting with each other in a fun way as to who's going to do it. And one looks like he could be a grandfather, but he's upright. So he's like, seems really healthy.
Okay.
And he has a lot to say. And I feel like there was a lot that he said that you say as well. Do you relate to one of your grandfathers as somebody that is very, very much like you in the way he spoke?
Yes, my dad's dad.
Yeah.
Yes, my grandpa.
Yeah, and he wants you to speak up more, actually. He wants you to speak up more, but he wants you to be even more deliberate when you say something about that. Also, there's a little boy energy around you, so I don't know if you have kids yet or if you're going to have kids, but there's definitely a little boy energy around you. These are already here, correct?
I have boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and one of them also has the same thing with his mouth, but I want to say he either recently got burned, something happened in his mouth, or he tasted something that he couldn't stand and he wouldn't stop talking about it. Like he feel like he's chewing on his lips. Might be happening.
Yeah,
instead of gotta be happening.
Okay.
Okay, and your grandpa also wants you to know, he wants you to cook.
Okay. I cook.
But he wants you to cook more.
Okay.
He wants you to cook more. That's really funny.
Is he hungry or something, Jodi? I mean, what's going on?
I don't know. I feel like you have a talent for that.
Okay.
And that he feels like you should step up and do more of it.
Okay. I enjoy cooking.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
He's very proud of you, too.
Oh, thank you.
And you're very artistic, and you should bring more of that out.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so Lori, a lot of you were nodding. I mean, and you're approving of a lot of the things that Jodi said. So can you give us a little bit of insight on what were the things that sort of stood out to you that you really connected with that Jodi was just telling you?
Okay. So 2 people on the other side fighting. My husband passed away 3 years ago.
Oh.
So that and the boy energy. My current boyfriend just moved in with 3 more boys. So now we have 5 boys. So that's probably the boy energy.
You know what's interesting about your husband passing over is because he's still around you. Like his energy's
Every
still
day.
around you.
Yeah.
So to me, he feels like he's here. But he's
Every day.
respectful of your boyfriend, which is really good. And he's giving you a thumbs up.
Thank you. Yeah, good to know.
Lori, thank you so much.
All right,
Thank you, Lori.
Yeah,
Lori from St. Paul.
Thank
Next
you.
up, let's bring up Mary. Mary is from Chaska.
Here she goes,
Hi,
climbing
Mary.
up on our stage. Hi, Mary. Okay, so
just
Jodi,
say
you
your
can
name
take this one away.
Just say your name once.
Mary.
And hold that mic really close, Mary. Thanks.
Boy, when you are like have this beautiful light energy and you just shine, but man, when you're not in a good mood, people know you're not in a good mood.
Absolutely right. You're so good.
I'm a psychic, but I think it doesn't take a psychic to know that. It's like like you roll through, like your moods just roll through. And you also are very creative. Have you ever painted? They're telling me that paint would be really good for you to
No,
get out
but
your
I'm
stuff.
thinking
So
of it.
I want it, sometimes before I do a reading, I always do a meditation and a prayer. And there was a man, I looked over at you, and there was a man from the other side that literally rolled in. And he kept showing me wheels. So I don't know if this is a dad that's crossed over or grandfather, but there was something about wheels. So either he had a wheelchair or he was really into wheels, and his eyes are sparkling. He reminds me of you. Very sparkly, very upbeat. Kind of ticked that he died. You know, some people are really
would
like
think so.
peaceful. Some people are peaceful. He was like, wait, I had more. And there was more for me to do. So who is this? This person on the other side is literally wheeling in in a wheelchair.
He's in a wheelchair.
It feels like a grandfather. It feels like it could be a grand uncle. But they're very into cars, or they had a wheelchair.
Jodi, does this person on the other side get mad when you can't figure out exactly what it is?
They do. And they stop me from getting other stuff unless somebody says, yeah, I know who that is. But don't fib. I mean, if it doesn't make sense to you, that doesn't make sense to you.
I don't know about the wheelchair, but I can think of people that would be...
Big sparkle in the eye. big sparkle, not as much as you, but this is part of where you get your big sparkle, and you've taken it even further because you've taken disappointments and you've gotten wrapped up and you've stopped, but you started to go again.
Yes,
These relatives didn't start to go again. They kind of got wrapped in it a little bit, but you're really good at moving on with it because you've moved through some of that anger with your temper. Isn't that true?
Correct.
Also, is your mom on the other side?
Yes.
Because there's a lovely lady standing right over there.
Yes.
Patiently, actually, I should tell
She's
you.
very patient, much more patient than I
She's
ever
very
was.
patient, and she just
My whole life.
she's just so you know, my visual is of a lady literally tapping her right here, going, "I'm here, I'm here."
Oh, good.
And there's a Yiddish word, kvelling. I mean, she's going on and on about you. You've done very interesting accomplishments. You have very interesting things that you've done in your life. You're not like a typical person, isn't that true?
Oh, I'm not typical at all.
You're
I'm-
actually really good with kids. She's talking about you with kids.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I take care of my grandchildren every week.
And you're very good at problem solving.
Yes.
Yes, and when you don't like a mess, you kick it under the sofa.
Well, yeah, because why would you clean it?
Right. Right. But that's what she's showing me. You're like, I don't like to do that, so I'm not going to do that. She said you were like that as a little girl, and you're still like that now, and she's now applauding you.
Oh, good.
So,
She
Mary,
likes it.
what's connecting with you the most here?
Well, I like the fact, she knows my personality, obviously. She must have been in my house and seen the things under my couch.
And you were once a little bit more fiery in your temper than you are now,
I can
huh?
still be.
Oh,
yeah.
geez.
Oh, boy.
What does it take to set you off?
Yeah, let's
Mary?
find out.
I mean, you seem so peaceful and pleasant right now.
Well,
Oh, Lord.
I love it. I am peaceful. I am pleasant. I love life. I think life is good, and I think we should enjoy it, you know?
Oh.
And so, therefore, if you're not having a good time, you should be in trouble.
Oh, look at
Right?
that,
Boom.
Mary. If you are
Look
not
at that.
having a good time, you should be in trouble.
That's right.
That's
Well,
a
you
beautiful
should.
word of
I mean,
wisdom.
Life is for living, isn't it?
Thank you so much, Mary. Thanks,
Thank you.
Jodi.
Thank
you. Pretty good advice. All right, so Jodi has an event coming up to help you learn more about your own intuition. We posted details at TwinCitiesLive.com. Thanks, Jodi. See you soon.
Thank you, Jodi.